So, this is gonna be, this is a video I've been trying to make for a while. So let me go ahead and clear my throat here while, we just go ahead and load up a new Minecraft world. This is a pretty serious video. And more of a return to, like, the old me. Oh, well, this is kind of awkward. Okay. Um. So we're gonna walk along for a bit. So join me as I discuss why I, in particular, quit teaching before I even finished my degree. And why I had to end up changing over to an entirely new degree. So, I am 27 years old. I was, about a month ago, I had just reached the 1 month long point into my student teaching. I got home, got a call from the university saying that the person I was student teaching under had moved to dismiss me from student teaching, and that was it. No chance to, like, defend myself, no chat. They just straight up dismissed me with no warning. Now, here's the problem. I was supposed to finish up my degree in December. It is now November, a month from that point, and I am just now getting started on a new degree in order to make up for not being able to finish this current degree. Now, the problem is that I'm kind of screwed. Because here's the thing. I was dismissed, like, abruptly and out of the blue. And the thing is I was very close to finishing up my degree. I was gonna go into teaching. I was gonna go find a teaching job. And that is not happening now. And I was given a couple weeks to think about whether I would continue with my teaching degree or not. And here is why I ultimately chose to not continue teaching. And here's the thing. To clarify, I am still on the books as a substitute teacher, and I will be substitute teaching until I find a different job. But to clarify, I had spent the past couple of years working towards being a teacher, and then, like, out of the blue, I just get told that, no, you're not competent enough to be a teacher. I could have, in fact, chosen to pursue a second attempt at student teaching. But the problem is, one, I can't really afford it. And this is a rather surprising thing that catches a lot of people off guard. They do not pay student teachers here in America. I know, surprising. They don't pay student teachers in America. And unfortunately for me, what this means is, like, I essentially only had one shot at teaching. Because otherwise, I couldn't afford to keep going. And unfortunately, that one shot came abruptly to an end, like, out of the blue, with no warning. And I now know the reason as to why they dismissed me, and I personally believe that the reason for dismissing me was blatantly false, but I have no way of, like, rectifying it, and in my mind, I'm like, I can either move on or continue to fight this, and I have chosen to move on. Like, either way, it sucks. Like, there's no getting around it. It just plain sucks. But I'm here, and I will simply move on. And that brings me to where I am now. So, for those of you who have been, like, watching my channel, which is, like, the very few amount of people who actively watch me on a regular basis, I've only been posting Pokemon stuff. Like, I tried doing Minecraft stuff earlier this year, but it just wasn't in the cards at the time for me to keep going. And now I'm at a point where I'm like, I might as well keep going. Well, where I might as well start making videos again. Because, frankly, after getting burned on student teaching, I kind of just want to take some time to find myself. But I've been transferred over to a new degree path, which is basically an educational research degree, which I'm going to have to figure out how to use that or find a job outside of my degree, which is very disappointing, by the way. But we're gonna go ahead and, like, explore for a while. Oh, there's some iron. So we'll get these 2 pieces of iron and hopefully not take too much damage. Yeah, I'm gonna need food here. But it is what it is. I really didn't have, like, any other option. Which brings me to my sort of working situation here. So when I started student teaching back in September, I told myself I was going to quit substitute teaching. Well, funnily enough, I never sent in my resignation letter. And this is where things get kind of wacky. I went to check and, like, see if I could go back to subbing, and they're like, we'll take you back straight away. We don't care. We need people. We need bodies. So, like, I go back to subbing tomorrow. At least that is the plan. But, like, admittedly, I am very salty about this whole situation. Because everything seemed perfectly fine, and then, like, it's suddenly not. And that hurts. Like, that hurts in more ways than people can really understand. Because imagine you get to, like, the end of your degree program, and then they're just, like, suddenly some guy who's, like, who you're being mentored under, just, like, out of the blue decides, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna dismiss you. And that's really what happened in my case. Because he made no mention of this whatsoever. And, like, I'm kind of left holding, like, a bag of crap with, like, no way to fix my situation. Now, fortunately, my academic advisor is like, I got you, fam. Can't really do much to fix your, teaching situation, but we can, in fact, fix your degree situation. And, oh, hey, there's a village over there. We can work with that. We will just head on over there. But there's a certain level of, like, awfulness that comes from, you know, just having the rug pulled under you, which led me to the decision of, like, quitting teaching. I had a lot of time, and I mean a lot of time, to, like, decide on whether I was gonna quit teaching or not. And I just need to... I need to find somewhere where there's, like, an empty bed. Oh, hey, empty bed. Nice. Now, I don't want to stick around here, but knowing that there's a village over here is pretty convenient. But I do need food. Ooh, cows. Okay. We can talk to those guys later. I am just gonna appropriate these. Like, I'm sorry, but I really don't want to bother having to... make books later. Oh well, I am, like, almost dead. Alright, so, let's see here. Put down the furnace and the crafting table. Make myself an axe. And I'm sorry, but the cow has to go, because I need to heal. And this should get me, like, through that. And I see those hay bales over there, so we'll hit up those hay bales here in a moment. But I quit teaching, and now I'm pretty much on a sort of new job hunt, but not quite. So, like, I've kind of put the job hunt on hold until I finish up my master's, but I am, like, actively throwing out applications. Because you can't just, like, not look for job applications. Okay, ooh, iron. Nice. We'll take the obsidian, too. But we're gonna look for a place to settle down. But I'm still on the books as a substitute teacher, so I'm good in that department. If I really need money, I can go do that. But I kind of want to, like, get back into making videos. I want to get back into doing what I want to do. So this video, in which I explain why I quit teaching, is the first in a long line of videos that I'm going to be making. And I believe this over here is, like, the perfect place to get set up. Like, over that hill. That is the promised land over there. So we'll head on over there. We'll also get all of this wool over here. But it's been more than 6 months since I last touched Minecraft. And I gotta admit, they certainly have changed land formation, it seems. But I quit teaching, and now I'm on the hunt for a new job. Because I do not intend to turn YouTube into a job. Especially here in the state of Indiana, where you pretty much have to have, like, an actual job, as far as I am aware. So I'm thinking setting up on top of this hill over here, and then making some stairs down is the way to go. Because if I need logs and whatnot, I can do that. So what I think I'll do is I will build a bridge. I will essentially be building a bridge and getting over my issues here. At least that is my plan. Because I want to build over there, but... Well, I want to build over here and then, like, farm out that area over there for resources. Because this has, like, a bunch of land I don't have to bother clearing. But we'll go ahead and put these down. But I quit teaching, and now I'm sort of, like, in that soul-searching phase as to, like, what am I supposed to do with my life now? Like, I had all these, like, hopes and dreams, and now they're kind of just not there anymore. So we will slowly expand this out. Because in my previous Minecraft series, Minecraft 365, we sort of, like, built a bridge first thing, and it's sort of, like, symbolic to start anew again, where the first thing I end up building is just another bridge. And you know what? That's fine. Building another bridge in itself is me moving on. This is me building a bridge and getting over it, I guess. In quite a literal sense, actually. But having quit teaching made me realize something, that you really shouldn't, like, get yourself set on, like, an entire career. Like, you should find, like, reasons. You should find a career that makes you happy and that fulfills your needs. Like, teaching would have fulfilled my needs, but it just didn't work out. Alright, let's drop down here and start chopping these trees down. Yeah, and this is gonna go up the day I post it. I mean, the day I record it. Alright, let's run on back. So this super long bridge is kind of just like here. And I can go ahead and make myself a bed. And I can go ahead and put it right here. There we go. But let's make myself some torches. But honestly, like, doing this, definitely very therapeutic. So let's go ahead and continue working on this here. Because this bridge is the first thing we're going to build. And excuse me while I pop open a cold one. And for clarification, I only drink non-alcoholic beverages, so there is that. And obviously I'm gonna need more wood. But I'm quite happy to be doing this. Especially given the fact that, like, really? Like, I need to have my mind on, like, other things. Because you get to a point where you're like, oh, hey, yeah, I really need to stop thinking about certain things. And, like, the thing is, like, for the past month, like, the whole no longer being a teacher thing has sort of been living in my head rent-free in, like, what I would say the most unpleasant way possible. Like, it gets to you. It gets to you hard. Alright, so now I can just go ahead and walk along here and just fill this in. While also falling. But the thing is I shouldn't be letting it get to me. And that's the problem. Is like the first week after this whole thing went down abruptly out of the blue. Like, I had like an entire week where I'm just like, what the heck am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with my life now? Because there's a number of different paths I could have taken, but I'm like, none of them really work for me at this point. And oh hey, I still have more slabs I could use. Okay. Because, like, here's the thing, is there's multiple paths to being a teacher, but all of them are horrendously inconvenient if you don't have, like, a teaching degree. And I explained this to my friend the other day, who's like, oh, why don't you just do, like, an alternate path to licensure? And I'm like, you could do that, but if you get rejected at this point in your teaching program, like none of the alternate programs will take you, which was part of the reason why I just like said, you know what, screw it, like there's no point in me trying to continue this, because like basically if I were to attempt to go back to being a teacher, or go back to attempting to becoming a teacher, I would in fact have to wait either a couple of years, or get into a university-sponsored transition to teaching program. Which is really frustrating. Because that means you have to do the whole university program all over again. Which, clearly, I don't want to do the whole university thing all over again. Like, I have spent 7 years of my life doing this whole university thing. I kind of want to move on. Like, I haven't really made that clear, but I kind of want to move on. Because I want to be able to make money and support myself, and I can't do that if I keep paying, like, $4,000 a semester for university. Like, I have, like, no savings at this point. And I will just start, like, a little mini stone quarry down here. Because I am going to develop this area over here at some point. Because I'm already, like, envisioning, like, multiple plans here. But I'm going to need a lot more oak logs for this. But this is just the start of the bridge. Because I'm eventually going to have it going like this. But we're going to go ahead and put torches here. And sort of get this bridge up and running. Because I need to start growing food, like, ASAP. So we're going to go ahead and get to work on that. But I quit teaching, and this is sort of my explanation video as to why. Like, at some point, like, who knows, maybe I'll go back in and attempt to do it again. But for the time being, that's just not an option. So, we're gonna end things off here. And when we come back, I'm going to work on getting a starting farm going.